right now from KTAB News, your local election headquarters. This is Big Country Politics.
All right, thanks for being here for this week's edition of Big Country Politics. I'm Victor Sotelo. Lots to get to this morning as we go through last week's races. We start with the race for Taylor County Sheriff. Sheriff Ricky Bishop is keeping his office. The results on your screen right now. Bishop reelected with 64% of the votes in the Taylor County Republican primary. He defeated former Sheriff Les Bruce and challenger Jeff Statton. Bishop watched the election results with friends and family as the results rolled in last week. The sheriff expressed his appreciation for all the people who have supported him and said the results just show that it's time to keep working for the people of Taylor County.
The very first thing, as it's always been over the last 8 years, is salaries. We're going to keep working to get those up and be more competitive. And then we need to, look at still other equipment and continue to expand our training that we've been doing over the years.
And there's not a Democratic challenger. This will be Bishop's third term as Taylor County Sheriff. And we are also there as the former Sheriff Les Bruce learned he came in second place. Here's his reaction.
Nothing changes for me. I'm still the same person I was yesterday, today, and will be tomorrow. Absolutely.
And moving on to the runoff in Taylor County, we're talking about the race for the office of the 104th District Court. It was a close race with three local attorneys running for that office. Jeff Probst leading the results with 42% of the vote. Kevin Wilhelm taking 35%. Blake Norville is the contender who won't see the next round. He had 22% of the vote. Probst and Wilhelm say they're ready for the next round.
Through this runoff will just allow me to further prove that, and I am excited for the runoff, and I think we'll have good results.
We have a team now that's in place to go ahead and finish this strong in May, and we look forward to being victorious at that time.
And that runoff election is scheduled for Tuesday, May 26. Now to the race for two spots for Taylor County Commissioner's Court. The overall headline, two incumbents will keep their jobs. Randy Williams defeated challenger Miles P. Owen for the job of Commissioner Precinct 1. Williams receiving 60% of the votes in the race against Owen.
And I cannot say nearly enough on behalf of my family who have worked so hard over the last couple months, and a number of friends who have been out there helping us put out signs and knock on doors.
And now to Precinct 3, where Commissioner Brad Burcham also won his election against challenger Jeff Dressen. Burcham winning the race by less than 10%. This will be Burcham's second term as commissioner since his initial election in 2017.
I'm glad it's over. I have work to do, and so I'm going to get to work in the morning as hard as I can and keep on going.
And this was Dressen's first time running for office. Here's what he had to say about the results.
I will always advocate for Taylor County, whether county commissioner or whether somebody needs advice or somebody just wants to talk. No matter what, win or lose, I will always advocate for Taylor County.
And in the race for Justice of the Peace, Taylor County Precinct 1, Judge Mike McCullough keeps his spot with 78% of the vote and just under 10,000 votes. He was running against Shauna Joyner. She got 22% of the vote. Next, there were some contested races for U.S. Congress. Big Country Congressman Jody Arrington winning his race with 90% of the vote. His only contender in the GOP race, Vance Boyd of Anson. Arrington will now face Democrat Tom Watson in the November general election.
Well, I'm looking forward to hopefully another 2 more years if the good people of West Texas keep me here to fight on their behalf, to advance West Texas values, to protect our freedoms, to be a voice for ag and energy and rural America. We've done a lot of great things, not just for the country, but for the big country with respect to the B-21 and,
And now to District 11. That includes Brownwood and San Angelo and the Concho Valley. This is a seat being vacated by Congressman Mike Conaway. Austin Pfluger wins the race without a runoff. Pfluger celebrating with his friends and family in San Angelo when the results were announced. August Pfluger will now face Democrat John Mark Hogg in November. Next, we go to the Panhandle for portions of the Big Country for District 13. This position is currently held by Mac Thornberry, who is retiring. Here are the top three Democrat candidates: Greg Sugan, Gus Trejo, and Timothy Gassaway. Trejo takes 42% and Sagan takes 35% because neither candidate received more than 50% of the vote. It goes to a runoff in May. We spoke to both candidates in Amarillo.
I mean, ultimately, we're going to have to work together to get things done, and we can't stay on the left and right. Otherwise, we're just not going to get anything accomplished.
Get enough of that 70% to come out and vote for Democrat, and if we can get enough defections from the center and the what you might call the liberal Republicans to come and vote for us, then we could win this very easily.
And now to the GOP side of the District 13 Congress. This race also going to a runoff, and here are the results. Josh Weingarner, a McMurray University graduate, takes the lead in this race with 39%. Ronnie Jackson with 20%. Here's what the candidates had to say about going to a runoff.
The one thing I want to work on is to make sure that we continue to have someone that is a strong voice on building the border wall and advocating for immigration reform, and then also to protect the unborn and make sure that we have a champion that can help to defend those who can't defend themselves.
It's a brand new race, and I got a big team behind me, and our network's getting bigger by the day, and I'm really excited about our future. Thanks, Ron.
And last but not least, we go now to the presidential primary. Trump, without a surprise, winning in Texas with on the GOP side, Super Tuesday, causing a lot of movement for the Dems. Here's how the results played out for Texas. Former Vice President Joe Biden officially wins the state, trailing Senator Bernie Sanders. Number 3 and 4, Mike Bloomberg and Senator Elizabeth Warren, both have dropped out of the race. All right, still to come on Big Country Politics, we have back with us Dr. Paul Fabrizio of McMurray University, and we're going to talk about all those results when we come back in 2 minutes.